Just, yeah, I didn't.
From our couch to your couch.
First of all, I wanted to thank everybody for joining us on our first ever couch podcast of football, NFL, around the round table with Cowboys fans from all around Texas tonight. We got, Mr. Dustin Middlebrook, everybody's familiar with, myself, Mr. James Yates here out of Arlington, Texas. We have another one of my buddies, Mr. Brandon's Brunsworth, another diehard Cowboys fan out of, where you at, Plano these days?
Yeah.
Out of Plano, and Mr. Neil Abney out of Hillsboro, right?
Yep.
Hillsboro. All right.
Yeah. Cheers, boys.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers.
So let's
That's fine.
everybody with the West Fest.
I need to go find mine now. It's downstairs.
You missed it.
Damn it.
So I guess without getting too much into it, man, obviously this season has kind of been one of the most awful, trash, asterisk, whatever adjective you want to put in front of it, seasons that we've seen in a long time. There's been a lot of struggles with the COVID. It's not as bad as you would think at this point in the year.
It's been a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
But yeah, this is not a good year for us. So I guess let's just first kind of go around. What happened this year, boys? Yeah. What do you guys think happened? I know this isn't on the list of predisposed things, but
I mean, you have the obvious that Dak goes down, and that's the biggest thing.
Right.
Doesn't matter anything else. That's top of the list. Everything else is under it. Dak goes down, we don't have a chance.
What was that week?
We're out Travis Frederick. He retired. Lyle Collins never played a game. Tyron Smith only played one game.
Yeah.
Even our rookie center that was doing well got hurt. Zach Martin got hurt. I mean, our whole offensive line got hurt.
How many offensive line combinations have we been through? I remember being back in week.
There's only been two games that they played back to back with the same
line. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember in week 4 or 5, we were setting records for the most offensive line configurations of any team.
Yeah, and we were going to that Washington game thinking, all right, we're going to have the same line, and then Zach Martin goes down.
And right after the Minnesota victory too, they actually had a chance to do something. But I'm personally not. I'm happy that they ended up going off and losing now, so we have a potential pick to look forward to.
Yeah, but I'm saying, I think all those things came from not preparation. Coaches don't have enough time with the players. The players aren't really working out properly. It's a lot of those, and this is what we see.
I mean, that's one point, but a counterpoint to that is, the obvious. Everyone's has the same situation.
But everybody didn't have the same situation.
Yeah.
Everybody has practice squad. Yeah, not everybody's dealing with devastating injuries.
And they not talk about that. With a brand new coaching staff.
I just mean the fact that think about the people that just sucked. What was his name? Dontari Poe, right? We didn't have a training camp. That guy isn't making it past training camp if we have a training camp. I promise you. But they didn't have it. So here we are, week 1. It's basically training camp. And here's fucking fat ass. It's just getting up. $1 million done. Everybody's running through him. I don't know.
Hey, Alden Smith was a good pickup. Randy Gregory's had some sunshine.
Randy Gregory's
coming out.
Yeah, those two will have a chance next year.
Alden Smith has been good, but it's are we going to be able to pay him any money past a year?
Well, I just heard a thing today that he was actually living on the streets not too long ago.
That's true.
Yeah,
very true.
So Delonte West.
What a rip.
So speaking of the coaching woes, as everybody knows, we've gotten a brand new coaching staff been brought in. What do you guys think of Mike McCarthy so far? Let's start with Neil. What do you think? What do you think of the job he's done? How would you rate him on a scale of 1 to 10? And what do you think he's done with the situation that he's inherited? Because it's been a shit show from what he's got.
I'm gonna give it a 3 or 4. It's below average for sure. I mean, he has dealt with major injuries with offensive line, like we've talked about the offensive line, the defense. Let alone the complicated defense of Mike Nolan.
Yeah.
Also got the toughest owner.
and a lot of talent had left.
Crotchet.
You know, Byron Jones went to Miami. Quinn, you said he left. Frederick retired.
Yeah.
And heck, Zeke's over here eating himself out the league.
Yeah, he is really.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not meaning him feeding himself. I'm saying him just eating.
Brunsworth, you got a take on that? How do you think?
I do. I mean,
done?
first off, Mike Nolan hasn't been good in years. Worst hire that we've had in a long time. Dude, we have the worst. Like God, but with
Hell, he drafted Alex Smith over Aaron Rodgers. So
with Mike McCarthy, it's hard for me to say, man, because I didn't like it too much in the beginning in the first place. Because I mean, the dude was in Green, like since post 2010, you have the best quarterback in the freaking league, or top two, and what they have to show for it, but maybe a couple of NFC championships. I think that's it. Like I don't know. It just you had the dude for years, for 7 years, and you didn't do anything, and then you come here and you're gonna switch that up because you got some analytics guys and a year off. I don't know. The problem is it's too impossible to judge him with this year. He's gonna get another year regardless. So
He has to. Yeah.
Yep.
It's so screwed up.
Yeah, really,
exactly.
Really, the whole staff needs.
I'd be okay with Mike McCarthy getting another year, but I want Nolan out.
I do too.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm okay with McCarthy getting another year, Nolan out. And I mean that's another good point is Mike Nolan is he's brought in like a new defensive scheme, right? We're trying to change shit up. I mean, is it? I don't want to be off canter here, but is it that the players is just dumb and not grasping the concepts of this?
I believe that.
Is the defense overcomplicated,
I believe that.
or
I think
is
the defense
is
lacks
this
intelligence.
a coaching situation?
I think the defense lacks intelligence. They're extra sloppy. If you watch the gameplay, I hate our linebackers. They're all hurt.
Which sucks because it's like what happened.
Jalen sucks.
They're all hurt. Yes, Jalen.
I mean, we got one person that can't. His neck is freaking injured, and you don't know if he's going to play a good game or a bad game. Sean Lee, if he plays more than 3 plays, he gets hurt. Then we got the other one playing on one leg.
The run is like oblivious. Anybody can run on us. Look at Baltimore. They came back with half a squad that just barely doesn't have COVID, and they ran the hell all over us.
Okay, but
Our linebackers have not played good, mainly because our defensive line haven't been able to keep the blocks for our linebackers to get the running back.
Yeah, our D tackle.
The offensive linemen get off of them and going straight after the linebackers, and that's a lose-lose situation every time.
Jazz, I have a question for you though.
No,
yeah.
Do you think it's intelligence, or do you think they're just checked out?
I think so.
You know what I mean?
Like,
I feel like
they're
they're just not about it. Yeah.
I really
I don't even think it's all the way intelligence.
I mean, it's like, hey man, if you're trying to check out though, you're getting paid how many millions of dollars? How much did we just pay you?
Yeah,
you're gonna fucking check out on us? Come on, man.
Hell no.
The whole defense is one of the they have to be in cohesiveness.
Right.
If one player doesn't do what he's supposed to do, you're screwed.
It's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
And the same thing with offensive line.
Yeah.
If one person doesn't know how to let this guy move off to this other block or vice versa, I mean, he's going to go straight through, and there's your quarterback, there's your running back down.
Offensive line is rookies. Defense is veterans.
Yeah.
So with this Baltimore game, though, from my standpoint, they phoned it in for sure. They were letting Baltimore.
You're talking about the 37 yard quarterback run where they were in cover 0
wide
or whatever,
open
and just checked out.
Even watching the offense play, Dalton would just be sitting back there.
They were
He
figuring
would wait. He would let them come up on him. Then he'd break out again, and then he'd just throw it away. It was like, what the fuck are you even doing, man?
I mean, the other thing about Baltimore is like you have a quarterback that has questions about throwing the ball. Right, like Lamar Jackson, there are questions about his ability to actually throw the football down the field right now. Everybody knows he's cool. Everybody knows he's a threat. What are they going to do? Rely on Dobbins to run? And that's exactly what they fucking did.
And he did.
It was coming into
He's a lot faster than I thought he was.
Fast. Yeah, Jesus.
Coming into this game, Baltimore was doing like 150 yards per.
I mean, dude, it was the number 1 rushing game versus the number 32 defense.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You have a 150-yard a game rushing team and the worst defense at giving up the rush. Something's got to give.
300 yards rushing is what happened.
Yeah,
and we had one of the worst off seasons
Yes.
I mean, you're sitting here, you pick up, what's the main positions we're missing? Middle defensive lineman. We had Jared McCoy got injured. Poe ate himself out the league.
Diggs.
You had Clinton Dix. He's injured.
Diggs.
You know, he dropped him in preseason, even the little bit of preseason we had.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he wasn't good, and you've seen what Xavier Woods has done.
Yeah.
One corner we had show stuff. Our
He's
rookie
been
goes
lost.
and breaks his foot too, and so you're just like, I don't know.
I didn't even know that guy.
God. So let's I guess let's go ahead since
Yeah.
we've been
Move
idling
on to
around a
another
little
topic.
bit.
Yeah.
Let's go into our who's winning the divorce and why.
Yeah, across the league.
So this is an across the league question. Who do you guys are thinking is winning these divorces and why?
Yeah.
So we'll start real quick with Tom Brady versus Bill Belichick.
So I feel like Tampa had to have won that only because it made them relevant. Like that's just a win for me.
100%.
That we're talking about Tampa. That Tampa's getting exciting games, but they're not great in my opinion either. But they're way better than they freaking were. And with the Patriots, I mean, we're all laughing at what's happening there with Cam Newton and Bill Belichick. So I feel like right now you have to say Tampa won it. But I mean, how much can you really say that the Patriots have lost? Like we can't talk shit about them for at least a decade. So I don't know.
Multi-dynasty.
See,
Belichick leaves.
that I would agree with because you say Tampa versus Bill Belichick, but the question is Tom Brady.
You are right.
Belichick.
Yeah, so I didn't answer that right. So
That's a little bit tougher.
that is tougher. I don't think Tom even really has much left personally. Like he's still a great brain, but
TB12 is overrated.
yeah. So I think they both lost. If that's the question, and so if he would have done, he would have been in the best situation where he was, and so I think they both took an L.
Agreed. Neil, you got a take on that?
Oh, you've seen what their defense looks like. If they would have kept Tom, their defense would still wouldn't be as good as they were last year.
Yeah.
Their receiving core has been horrible, and heck, he went to the best situation he could. Heck, he had already wide receivers galore. Dallas Cowboys have great wide receivers, second only to Tampa Bay, and then they get Antonio Brown, and as he's actually been a detriment more than a positive.
Yeah. Oh, living with Tom.
Yeah. Tom's understanding why Ben.
Yeah. Why we would have.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy.
You got a take on Belichick versus Tom Brady?
I like what they're saying. I guess I'm looking at it more of a long term. I feel like Belichick's the ultimate winner because
Brady's only got a few years left in the tank.
Yeah, exactly. But Brady's on that track to chase down Joe Montana. Great. Go to the other team, give him a chance, kind of get there, but never quite make it. I see that coming to him. He'll fade away. But Belichick, it's an off year. Like everything else in the league, the new coaching staffs, this and that, the turnover rate with the COVID doesn't help everybody. I think this year's a wash, and Belichick will be back in the shit next year, hands down.
One thing, I believe Tom Brady. I can't believe nobody's ever suggested this. He has to be taking HGH, dude. He's 42 years old, has a harder freaking throwing power than he did when he was 23. Bullshit.
Allegedly,
allegedly,
he keeps to a very strict diet, and he has since he was 20. He doesn't drink. He doesn't.
I don't eat strawberries.
I mean, look at his wife.
Only eat strawberries.
I mean, look at his wife. I don't know. I had a wife like that.
I don't think if you drink enough water, you won't get sunburned.
I wouldn't drink all this.
No, you get sunburned, dude. You're just not. You're not white enough.
We're all just ready for him to be gone, man. That's the truth.
Yeah.
We're just ready.
I was ready for that years ago.
I think so too.
If you had any other quarterback last year on Tampa Bay, they would have done a lot better. I mean, you had James Winston throwing 30 picks.
I mean, personally, on the whole, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, he should have just retired. I mean, shit. Look how it worked out for Favre. He goes to Minnesota. He just kind of wasted the end of his career.
Starts fucking his career numbers up.
Why would you even do that? He should have left there instead of wasting his time in fucking Florida.
Fuck yeah.
But he's still making millions, so I guess good for him.
And that's really what it was.
Honestly, I'd give it to him because he should have retired. Instead, he wanted to make more money. Next one.
All right. Jerry Jones versus Jerry Jones versus Jason Garrett. Brunsworth, you want to start with that one? Who do you think's winning that divorce right now?
I still think it's way too early to tell, but definitely. I mean, it's such a cop out, man. But I want to say both because we had to get rid of Garrett. Like, there's no way we can do Garrett for. It's been a decade, right? Like that was a lose-lose. All the fans are calling for the head. There's no that's what we every game. Garrett, Garrett, and that So he had to go regardless, I think. But Jerry takes an L all the time because he's trying to be a GM and he's a great owner. So I think he's taking an L every single time he's sitting in a GM chair, personally. So I say Jerry Jones.
Nobody's a winner. Nobody's a loser. I mean, hell, the Giants suck. He's offensive coordinator.
I think Jason Garrett really brings a lot of motivation as a person. He's well received by the players.
He's a great
people
clapper.
love him. Yeah, he's a great clapper. And I think I think he motivates teams, even if he's a meme, behind the locker room. He motivates
He's the football.
teams.
Yeah.
My favorite one was that did you just remember the train when they were in California training camp and he'd just be out on the outside of it clapping?
You see the one where he was trying to high five people running off the sidelines and they were just ducking him? No.
Yeah.
That's when
Interception. God, dude.
Welcome to the NFC East where everybody sucks and none of it matters.
At least the Eagles suck too, baby.
Yeah.
They have just as many injuries as we do.
Right.
That contract hasn't even started yet, and they just benched him. That's my favorite.
Well, they only had two when we played them. They only had two starters on their whole offense.
I know.
I don't even know how Philadelphia gets rid of Carson Wentz, even if they wanted to.
Dude, they owe him $120 million still, and it hasn't started.
Is somebody gonna give you draft picks for
No.
Are you gonna get draft picks back for giving him to somebody?
No.
They're just stuck, dude.
No, he's about to make a shit ton of money on the bench. That's what he's gonna do.
Organization.
Thank you for being.
And
it's amazing.
And then somebody will pick him up and be him back up, and then he'll have to play a couple games, and he'll suck again. You got the yips, man.
Yep, sucks. Jonathan.
Jonathan's
not here.
James.
Never mind.
James.
Okay.
All right. So that's Aaron Rodgers for everyone.
Yeah.
Just about.
They love Aaron Rodgers. He won't go away. He'll never leave Green Bay.
About Ron Rivera and the
And he
Panthers.
should.
What was it?
Ron Rivera and the Panthers.
Ron Rivera's winning that one, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, it was a great hire by them, I think. So
he inherited 20 first-round picks that weren't the quarterback like the Browns.
Dude, do you know how much space they have? The Redskins are in great shape. They have a great young core. They have a ton of space.
Number one draft picks. You get all that free cap space.
No, of course.
Give it another year or two. The owner will fuck that up.
But yeah. I mean, Ron Rivera for me too. Obviously, the Panthers.
Carolina's flat. They've
been kind of on a downward spiral. All they
it's
have
the same
is
thing. It's a
McCaffrey.
new coach, new system. They're not gonna do shit for a while.
Yeah, that's just kind of one of the given questions,
Yeah.
All right, moving down the list of topics. Here we go. Going up next. Number three. What do you guys think about Zeke's performance this year? I mean, obviously, boy just got paid. I don't know if
eating himself out. Yeah.
I don't know if his wallet's weighing down his pants pockets and the boy can't run no more or what.
That's what belt's for.
Yeah.
Does Dallas have a Zeke problem?
Yes.
I think it's too early to tell because first off, look at our line. We've already discussed how awful our offensive line is. That matters because that's what Zeke is. Zeke is the kind of back that if you give him a hole, he's gonna go forward and get you as much as he can. And there's no holes right now, none.
And I have this problem, and I think the problem with Zeke is because him and Dak are blood brothers. I don't know. You know what I mean? You know how we are. So when Dak is not there, Zeke he's discouraged, bro. You can see that shit.
That's a fair point.
He doesn't try as hard in a weird way, and I don't think it's not that he's trying to not try as hard, but he's just depressed or something.
He knows the season's done instantly.
Yeah.
Dak goes down, he knows it's over. He's not going 100%.
But if you're still getting paid, you're still gonna try.
I agree. He sucks. He sucks right now. There's no way around it. But I just feel like it's too early to say he's done. He's always had a fun
As soon as
problem.
he got
Not as much
paid, he
today,
started
but-
sucking.
Tony Pollard.
I don't necessarily
That's
think
the fucking
Zeke is done.
I still really like
No
Pollard,
gas
man.
left in the tank. Done.
I love.
Go look at his rookie season.
He's not, and I love
Look
Pollard
at his
too,
rookie
man.
season. He physically, he looks so much fatter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
I should know.
The weight.
We're hefty people.
He's definitely.
He definitely played Call of Duty on Twitch way too much this year in the COVID. It's
Sure,
true.
with the
It's
fucking
definitely
COVID
true.
But let's be real here though, still, boys. I mean, any team in the NFL is gonna take him.
Oh yeah.
They would have him on the roster for
He's
sure.
not Eddie Lacy
And I
himself out
promise
the
you,
league.
you have Pollard be your every down back somewhere. Like you're going to see the fall off. He's great, and I think he has great vision too. But he's not your bell cow. I don't think so.
No, but if you had it,
I don't think so yet, but he can.
He could be. He could be.
Neil, what you got?
Yeah, sorry, Neil.
get another running back in the future draft that could do what Zeke's doing right now. I mean, we're paying that dude top money. He should be able to run without some offensive lineman not being there. I mean, as soon as he gets touched, he goes down. He used to fall forward. It hadn't been that way this year.
I mean, I will say that, yeah.
He got stopped 4 times, 3 times on the line, on 1 yard line.
There was a lot of, there were big holes before, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like this year I've seen him run into contact a whole lot more as opposed to like trying to avoid the contact. And I don't know if that's just because, he started the year with fumbles, it got in his head. It's just kind of like lingered. I don't know if it's something he needs to work out or what.
I mean, the second Dak goes down, it's not just the fact that they're very close and competitive together. It's the fact that we don't have a serious threat under center. The second Dak goes down, he's having stacked boxes all the time. Pollard comes in. The one thing you notice, he doesn't have the same stacked boxes. There's a reason he's looking a little better too. Like, and what you said is true. Like, Zeke's not going outside. He's not like saying, "Oh, that hole's getting blocked up. I'm going to take it outside instead." Zeke's not doing that anymore, and so that's a huge problem. Like, I think that's what James was saying.
One time in the Baltimore game, one cutback, and that was it.
He was good in the Vikings game, though.
Yeah.
He was good in the Vikings game the game before. So I don't know.
While we're on the subject of like the players that matter and all that shit and leadership, we'll go right on into the next one. And some of these I just put in here for fun. This is obviously we're not going to be fucking getting rid of Dak anytime soon. That's not going to happen. I don't think that's what should happen.
I don't know.
I think he should stay. But we'll go right into our quarterback situation in Dallas. You have an unsigned, dare I say top 10, maybe even top 5 quarterback in the NFL. Mm-hmm. Still unsigned to this day, unsigned. Well, you're going into a draft. Do you foresee, and when I put this on the list, when I foresee a trade ? I don't mean trade Dak. That's not going to happen. I mean, do you foresee possibly trading up to get another quarterback? I think we're out of contention for Trevor Lawrence.
You don't even have to trade up.
But you don't see anybody trading picks to get to stash one and trade them later.
Well, we're right now.
What do you guys think about the quarterback? Let's go.
If we lose this week to Cincinnati, we will put ourselves at the number 2 pick if we can lose out.
And Cincinnati's awful.
Number 2.
That just mentioned. They're terrible.
But they don't need a quarterback for sure. So
yeah. So they're not going to pick the quarterback, but they would trade it with somebody.
They're only going to ever trade Dak if it's a package that blows them away. It would have to be something where they couldn't say no. It's like, for instance, who's going to have number 1, right? Who is it?
You can't trade Dak.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree. You can't.
Yeah, you know what? No. Not just because you think he's valuable, but you can't because he was on the franchise tag this year.
Oh, yeah, true.
Because of that, he's hurt. The whole year is void. So when we go to off season, he's a free agent again. You have to re-franchise tag.
Kirk Cousins.
So there's no trading anything.
They're going to sign him, but they're going to try to get as much leverage as they can from getting hurt first, unfortunately.
Yeah. But then it's even if Dak's worth anything when he comes back, because we have a horrible record of injuries in the Cowboys, and after they're hurt, they're total trash. I mean,
so we spoke about this just very briefly.
I'm depressed now.
Oh no, don't be depressed. That's not the point of this.
No, I know. It just reminds me that Dak's hurt. You're just like, God damn it, fuck this year, man.
I'm gonna go buy some Lipton iced tea.
Hell yeah.
I believe we were talking about this a little earlier. Neil had like kind of a far-fetched
go ahead.
theory for
Neil,
quarterback theory out there for like what a team could possibly do. Neil, you want to hit on that just a little bit?
Yes, I would like for the Cowboys to not ever sign a quarterback to a second contract.
Never.
I would only like to play.
It really is.
I would like to sign all the talent to the defense, offensive line, running game, receivers, and just keep rotating in young rookie quarterbacks every 3 years and trading that quarterback that's going into his 4th year, and possibly even they could sign and have the possible 5th-year deal if you got him in the first. So it'd even be more valuable to get even more first-round picks. And if you look at all these rookies that are coming in, they're talented, they're winning. I mean, ever since Andrew Luck, you got Andrew Luck. RG3 was good for that season, then he got hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, it's multiple rookie quarterbacks coming in. As soon as they get paid, their team stops going to the playoffs, AFC Championship, no more. Heck, you have Mark Sanchez. He went to the AFC Championship game multiple times in a row. He's known as Butt Fumble.
Yeah, he is.
I always known him as Sanchez.
That is an interesting theory. The only other issue is, quarterbacks do have bomb-ass rookie years, but they also make bomb-ass mistakes. So you'd have to have somebody there. Like, what if he goes down? Who do you have second?
No, see, that's why you draft him every 3 years. I would like to draft him every 3 years, have him sit for 1 year.
Okay.
While your other quarterback plays, then trade your other quarterback, or you have to draft the quarterback in the first year so you can sign him to the 5th-year deal.
Yeah, you're talking about just constantly cycling out the hot rookies.
Yes.
I love this idea.
It's interesting.
But the only problem I have is the quarterbacks go in the top 10. And it's really hard.
Yeah, you're trading a really good quarterback. You can probably get a pick in the top 10.
We'd have to trade up and get rid of a lot of good draft picks.
Where do you think? All right, if we traded Dak 2 years ago, what do you think we would have got for him?
Maybe a 1.
But
Okay, and then how many ones do we have that year? 2, and then you can move up in that draft to the top 10.
Yeah, if you played it properly, then yes. Then yeah, you can totally do that. But
it's just not very long-term stable. That's the only thing.
I just don't know that the Cowboys
Or it's longer-term stable.
You have to have. It could work. But
the best quarterbacks in the league ever, Drew Brees, went 8-8, 8-8, 8-8, 3 straight seasons out of the playoffs. Why? Because he got paid. The whole rest of the team went to shit. The only reason they got good is because they have a good draft with Lattimore and Kamara.
Yeah. No, it could work, but what I'm saying is if you're going to do that and you're going to constantly cycling out the fresh products out of college, you have to have a really good quarterback coaching system in place,
Yeah.
Right? You got to have a system in place.
Maybe like a Lincoln Riley.
Yeah.
3 straight Heisman winners, or almost 3 straight Heisman winners.
Right.
As a quarterback, 3 different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Hurts didn't win it, but he was close.
Yeah. Interesting fan.
Or did he win it?
Interesting.
But I like it though. I like it.
So moving right along, then, who are you guys taking in the first round next year? With first of all, let's see what pick you think we're going to end up with. What are we like 3 and 9 right now? Yeah. Think we're going to end up with 2?
Yes.
I think we're going to end up with round 1, second.
Hey, I'm hoping. I can hope and pray.
I mean, you have
yes.
the Jets who are going to probably definitely get number 1. Like nobody thinks hard.
Yeah.
Jets.
Well, yeah, they suck so bad. Hell, dude, they lost the last week.
No.
They almost
last week. It was so funny.
That was actually a discussion. They were like, "Did they do this on purpose?" But you can't prove it.
Adam Gase.
Well, no, dude, no. The players don't give a shit. They try to win. They don't care who's going to get drafted next year. Because half of them are going to be there.
Yeah, they may not be there next year.
Yeah, this is exactly party in New York. They don't even give a damn.
That's exactly right. Brunsworth, who would you take? Who would you take right now out of college? If say we got somehow out of some miracle like 3rd pick, we ended up like 3rd pick, who would you take?
But I don't know anything on this question anyways, to be honest. I just know that from the shit that I've seen, it's because of COVID. Obviously, a lot of college players aren't even playing, some of the top prospects. And so one of the scary things is that it's not a top, it's an unknown top 10 draft class, and it's not a top heavy draft class. So it's one of those things where I kind of don't want to be top 5. I want to kind of go back.
Yes.
So I don't know.
If we don't have this first or second pick, move back.
Well, who's your number 2 after Lawrence? Who goes?
It would go Lawrence and Fields.
Fields?
Yeah, we'll take Fields.
Yeah, and then let him play behind Dak for a year, and then buy Dak, put Fields.
Oh, there you go. That's the start.
Hey.
See, if we were to go that route, I'd rather just trade Dak now. If we're taking somebody like Fields right away, just let him throw him in the fire and get picks for Dak. Like,
They make decisions that I don't want them to all the time.
Yeah, let him watch.
Let
him watch. Let's take Fields.
Hey, look at the Chargers. They haven't been very good this year, but they've been better than the Cowboys. And
injuries make everybody better than the Cowboys this year.
Yeah.
They didn't pay their running back that was holding out.
Yup.
Yeah, and this is where I agree with you. What you're saying, I think it should be how you deal with running backs. You shouldn't pay your running backs. You should draft really good running backs every year. You should never draft your running backs.
You should always do it with running backs and quarterbacks.
Pay him.
Receivers, and defense. You need to have a defense that sticks together. It's all that matters, man. It's so cohesive, and an offensive line that sticks together.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The problem, man, is look at Wentz though. Like with your thing, look at somebody that looks like he's a sure thing, and then Wentz goes down too. Like it's hard. You're not going to draft him Mahomes all the time. It's just not going to happen. And then quarterback is the position that takes longest to like get the knowledge of the game down. I'm 4 years into this. I know exactly what you're about to do. Like look at Romo announcing. I don't know. I just feel like you need the experience there.
And all right, rookie seasons. All right, in their rookie contract, you got Andrew Luck. You got.
Andrew Luck's gone, man.
Played good. You have Mark Sanchez. You have Carson Wentz. Jared Goff went to the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson won the MVP his sophomore season.
How many of them won the Super Bowl?
Ever. What?
How many of them won the Super Bowl that you're talking about? How many of them went and won something?
Okay, Tom Brady's the only one that's just stopped him.
That's my point, man. It's just like
he's gonna be thrown up next year.
Mark Sanchez did not win a Super Bowl. We can confirm that.
Not even close. Nor did Carson, nor did Jared Goff, nor did any of these dudes, man. It takes time.
The year that Carson would have, that year he was
maybe
letting the league on fire. 2 interceptions, 32 touchdowns, 11-1, got hurt. And then his backup come in, sucked, and then went to the playoffs and played well. Played serviceable.
Well, Nick has a huge dick. I mean, what are we going to do about that? That dude just came in and shot the league, man.
That dude has also been hurt a lot.
He's kind of like Fitzpatrick. If you expect anything from him, he sucks.
But if you don't expect anything, he's amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's pretty good Fitzpatrick analogy. I like that.
Well, you got Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, and Fitztragic.
For sure. Got 3 routes. Yeah. Well, all right. I mean, I guess we're pretty much worked our way down the list tonight. Yeah. I mean, that's everything. Yeah. Final. You guys got any final thoughts? Any fun topics? What do you guys think? Any questions?
Who do you think are going to win the Super Bowl this year?
What?
Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Fucking the Redskins, bro.
Corona already won. Corona phoned it in week 2, bitch.
The beast from the east.
I don't know. Playoffs are going to be brutal, man. I'd like to see how far the Bills can get, but there's a lot of questions there. Steelers are good, but the problem with the Steelers is they can't run the ball at all.
Their schedule's been easy.
Steelers cannot run, and that's scary.
Agreed.
For them to win.
They're exposed, and if they play the Redskins are going to win.
Man, no, I'm sorry, Dustin, but the Steelers are overrated.
Yeah, I know.
They've been overrated.
I mean, the Dallas Cowboys nearly beat them with the quarterback that we just picked up a couple weeks before.
Yeah.
They got beat by the Giants.
Hey, Neil.
the football
It
team.
doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
Winning's winning.
He right.
Who do you think, Brunsworth?
That's what he tells the girls.
I mean, I don't want to pick the obvious choice in the Chiefs because they're just easily by far and away the best team in the league, I think. But my sleeper pick is Buffalo. I think Buffalo is so freaking good this year, man. I like Buffalo a lot.
I think Buffalo and the Redskins will go, man.
Depends on what kind of day.
Hey, the Cowboys still making it to the playoffs, man. We still got it.
Yeah.
No, we want that number 2 pick.
I think with Baltimore, we don't have it anymore. I think with that loss last night, that was the final straw.
I thought we
was
lose the Bengals. We can get that number 2 pick. Yes.
Who do you think is going to win the NFC East?
Ooh.
Football team.
The Redskins.
I think the football team has a better.
Not the fans.
Oh yeah, they're not the Redskins.
Hey, you can't.
Yeah, we've been saying skins this entire fucking podcast, by the way. That was the first time we said football team.
I'm gonna go back and dub over every single time.
Washington football team.
We're like,
No, but by the way, Titans are going to win the Super Bowl.
Titans is not an awful. Like they're a decent team too, but
Titans? No.
Buffalo edges them out. KC edges them out.
I think it'll be Bills
Steelers edges them out.
against the Chiefs in the AFC Championship.
Let some of the Titans get healthy.
Yeah.
That's my pick too.
Bills have a pretty good all-around team too.
Yeah, the Bills, they've been lacking on defense, but they're getting it back together.
Chiefs are real good too.
The only thing I don't like about the Bills is inconsistency
Playoffs
of
are
the
going to be
quarterback.
good, man. Playoffs are going to be good.
On the AFC,
I am excited for Well, not as much for Cowboys, but
Let's go Mavs, baby. Let's go Luka.
Yeah, Mavs are looking great, dude.
Oh, hell yeah.
We have the best young player in the league. So excited.
Luka got
It's
number
a
4.
fucking new.
Yeah, he moved up from 16 to 4.
Number 4, man, in 100 top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, he's incredible. Have you guys watched him live yet? It's something else.
Dude, he is incredible.
Something else, guys. Like, he's unreal.
His rookie basketball card is one of the most expensive at the moment.
Yeah.
One of the most, not the most, but it's in like the top.
It does.
5.
Who wants a basketball card? I just don't like.
Oh man, the card.
I didn't even know they made them.
I know. I'm like.
There's
I heard baseball. Do they make? I heard seen baseball cards and football cards. I've never seen basketball cards.
People buy this shit low when they're rookies, and they end up selling for like $700.
Dude, no, there's.
Later.
I went to the Pro Football Hall of Fame a few years ago, and there's a card, a Joe Namath card, that's worth more than he made when he played in the NFL.
Dude, I heard.
Is that true?
Yes.
I heard on the fan today that fucking even dirt cards, like high-end dirt cards, like signed even can go like $6,000 or plus.
Namath might not even made maybe a little over $1 million, maybe.
But yeah, there's actually money up there in them cards, believe it or not.
Yeah.
They had jobs in the off season.
And shit, I guess we've kind of made it through all our topics tonight. We've been going for quite a bit.
Yeah.
Wanted to thank ladies and gentlemen,
Thank
everybody that's been following the podcast.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Brunsworth.
Hey, had a heck of a time.
Happy to do it.
Yeah, man.
Glad to have you guys.
We'll probably do this thing again, man. So I'll be in contact with y'all. This is pretty fun. I hope y'all had a good time.
Oh, I love it. I've got to talk sports like this forever. I love this.
Yeah, dude,
Dude,
it's fun.
I've had a blast.
Just a round table.
Thanks, guys.
I like it. So
a lot of good ideas.
Thanks again for joining us, ladies and gentlemen, everybody out on the podcast. Hope you guys had a good time, and we'll probably do this again. So until next time.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So, Understand, boys.
Everybody say bye.